Welcome back to the Premier League. Welcome back to playing Arsenal, who were crap. They got the 3 points. Why did they get the 3 points? Because our goalkeeper punched the ball in his own net. A game where there were genuinely so many positives about United going forward and the chances we were creating and the Cunha runs, and we speak about Mbeumo, we speak about Mount looking better, but none of it matters because the headline is simply Bayindr, you're weak. Bayindr shouldn't be in goal. Onana, neither should he. Tom Heaton's our number one. I think we made loads of good decisions this summer, but starting Bayindr is not one of them. United deserve something from that game, man. It's not even a question. But the headline is a big individual mistake from a Manchester United player leads directly to a goal, which completely influences the result of this game. There was one corner in that, is it corner or set piece? I think it was a free kick in the second half. Bruno put the ball on David Raya. What did he do? Slap it in his own net? No, despite the fact that De Ligt was all over him, he got his punch to it. Goalkeepers have to be strong. He's like a limp noodle. It's just frustration levels up to level 100 there, man. All the Look, largely, I'm pretty damn happy with how United played there. Against Arsenal, I was worried that the midfield was going to get overrun, that Casemiro, I don't think Bruno had the best performance, I'll be totally honest. I thought the midfield was going to get overrun. I thought we were just going to be deep and sat on the edge of our own box. That was not the case in any way, shape or form. And this man here deserved a goal on his Old Trafford debut. The booming runs from Cunha are exactly why he cannot play as the focal point of the arrow. He cannot play as the furthest man forward. All right? I'll speak about Mbeumo. I'll speak about Cunha. Sorry, not Cunha. Sesko. And I'll speak about Mount. But Cunha's runs from deep just give United something they didn't have last season. But none of it matters if you've got a goalkeeper punching it into your own net. We need to get a goalkeeper in these last 14 days. It's not like, lose first game of the season. It's not like, when we went into the games with Ten Hag against Brighton and Brentford and we just got demolished. Just got ripped apart in the first two games. Then we panicked and we bought Anthony and Casemiro. It's like, all summer long, United need a goalkeeper. All summer long, United need a goalkeeper. First game of the season, first corner that he's faced, he slapped it into his own net. Arsenal, that's the biggest chance they have. It's the only goal they score. Arsenal win. It's small things in the Premier League that can win or lose games. But if you've got a goalkeeper who's doing that, it doesn't matter how many positive runs you got from him in midfield. Right? We created plenty of chances here today. We didn't score them. And we know that not having the focal point of Sesko and the focal point of a striker hurt United in that game. I don't particularly think that Sesko had too many opportunities really in that game. I don't think we really played through him enough in the second half. But Mbeumo, Cunha, Mount, all creating far more threat going forward than United had. And I'll tell you what, is power and pace. Some of the duels, drifting through tackles. We were finding Mbeumo. We were finding Cunha. And I'll tell you what, right, that was a lot of good link-up play from Mount. But ultimately, none of it matters because we didn't score a goal. And because you got a goalkeeper slapping the ball in his own net. It just makes me angry, man. It makes me angry. Like, this is basic stuff. Look, David Raya probably was man of the match there. Because he made a few decent saves and because he didn't slap it in his own net. Like, I need a goalkeeper. Tom Heaton should be in goal there. And I think that's genuinely a mistake to have Bayindr in. It's not a surprise at this. Bayindr made a bad mistake from a corner. I never saw that coming. Apart from the fact that every United fan going into that game was just like, please, Bayindr, don't be the headline. Oh, right, yeah, you're the headline of the game. Oh, great, yeah, we lost 1-0. Fantastic news. So I'm more frustrated at that than I am disappointed in how United played. Different sort of emotions. I thought we played better in that game than we played last season. I thought we created plenty of chances. It wasn't just kind of hoof long. Sometimes it was on the transition. Sometimes it was Cunha with some barnstorming runs from deep. Sometimes it was Mbeumo getting across it. And sometimes we had threats from different areas. As I said earlier, I thought Bruno didn't have the best performance in midfield. Casemiro they actually played better than I thought he would, to be fair. I thought the Zubimendi, Odegaard and Rice would overrun that midfield, but I don't particularly feel that happened. Arsenal didn't play well at all. And at the same time, I thought United were aggressive in the right ways. I thought we created chances in the right ways. We didn't have that focal point, though. And I think that's going to... If Sesko was fit and had joined United a week or so earlier and had the Fiorentina game and had an extra week of training, now he would have started that game, right? He would have started that game. You would have had him up front. You would have had Cunha on the left. And you would have had Mbeumo on the right. And then you would have Mount to bring on and Ahmad to bring on. And we've got 2 weeks, all right? Can we go out and sign... Look, I think the wages of Donnarumma would just be too much. I think we've already got a first-choice goalkeeper who is on the fringes, and that's in Onana. So I think you're going to sign somebody like Sendlemons. We've already spoken about him in quite a lot of detail on the channel from Royal Antwerp. But we can't go into this season with an utter lack of faith in our number one and our number two goalkeeper. And then you go, well, Tom Heaton probably would be better than both of them. But he didn't start that game. Amorim doesn't trust him, but I've trusted Bayindr. Bayindr's done nothing to deserve that faith. I'm sure he's training well, etc., etc. It's sort of like, but you're staring at the problem in your face, right? Højlund was left out of the squad there today. Onana was left out of the squad. He was fit. No. Højlund, he was left out. The sign is there to find yourself a new club, all right? But it's just frustrating, man, when you watch United play like that against Arsenal, first game of the season, and you look at the positives from Cunha, and you look at the positives from Mbeumo, and you look at, honestly, a really, really quite positive performance from Mason Mount. But none of it matters when you have a big individual error. I'm going to keep coming back to it. You might think I'm going over the top here, but that's an extension of what we saw last season. That's not like, oh, big surprise. There was somebody probably offering a market on Bayindr to make a mistake that led to because it just happened last season. It happened, what is it, Spurs away when Son scored from a corner, and those other games, his best game in a United shirt came at Arsenal away in the FA Cup last season. But I don't want to see him start. I didn't want to see him start today. I wanted to see Heaton start because of the three that we've got. Yeah, it's kind of the best option that we've got. We need a goalkeeper. We need to have faith in our goalkeeper. And it's just frustrating as hell that the positives from United looking better. I thought we deserved more. Arsenal didn't deserve that win, but hey, they got it because our goalkeeper doesn't have the strength to do exactly what David Raya did from a Bruno Fernandes free kick. Small margins in the Premier League. Arsenal, they really are just not even a glamorous Stoke. They are just Stoke. But those sorts of things, keeping clean sheets, get you in title races. If we attack like we attacked in that game, we do that all season, we're going to be fine. We're going to start scoring goals. That wasn't the issue. For me, it was the continuation of a problem we saw last season and the fact that we've got 2 weeks to sort it.